Hey there, it's Lindsley, that's me. This is Kitchen in the Pink, and let's cook, shall we? Today I'm gonna make something healthy. Just kidding. It's January, I'm fat. I gotta lose some weight. What can I say? We went to Italy in November, came back, then I was just like, gym? What's a gym? I don't know, what's a gym? Yeah, no. I just was not motivated at all. I did nothing, and then it was the holidays, and you know how that is. I mean, come on, desserts, lots of good stuff. So, trying to eat healthier, so I'm gonna make desserts now and then, because I love me some desserts, but I am gonna make some things that are a little bit healthier. So, I'm gonna make some chili. It's chilly outside, so we're gonna make some chili inside, okay? Now, I usually don't like chili. I actually used to hate it. I thought it was gross. It's so heavy, and it's just kind of bland, and I just thought it was like very generic. But chili has changed up its game a little bit, and I'm gonna make some chili using some ground turkey instead of beef. And I'm gonna jazz it up with some good stuff and also throw in some fresher elements that you normally don't see in a lot of the traditional chilies that you find like at a diner or something. So this is a little bit more gourmet chili, ooh la la. So let's get started. We're gonna go to the stove and brown up our turkey. All right. Hi, okay, we're at my stove. I'm sorry for the angle, but what are you gonna do? The stove's over here. All right, we're gonna put our burner on medium to medium high. I've got my lovely cast iron here. I wanna make sure that I have a hand mitt ready because this thing is hot and it gets hot quickly. And I love this thing, the hand mitt is amazing. Okay, we're gonna put in some oil, olive oil. I would say it's probably gonna end up to be about a third cup. Well, no, maybe like a quarter cup, just so it coats the bottom of your pan. And then we're gonna throw in our onions. I love the packaged onions. Trader Joe's has these, and I don't know why anyone bothers to chop onions when you have these ready to go ones. They're amazing. So I'm gonna put in about a third of this package, which ends up to be about one large onion chopped. And I'm gonna get a spoon. I'm going to stir this up, and I'm also going to add to that about 4 cloves of garlic. I love garlic so much, and you could add in more, less, whatever you like. Chili's one of those things that you can really kind of add a lot of things, and you can't really mess it up. It's chili, right? I mean, come on. I guess you could mess it up. You could burn it or something. My mother could probably mess it up. One of my sisters could maybe mess it up. Oops, did I say that? That's so mean. Well, she's just not a cook, so, you know. She knows that's not her best thing in life. So, gonna do that, and then when that gets a little glossy, we're gonna add in, I think I'm gonna add in the whole jalapeno. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. You could completely omit the jalapeno if you don't like spicy at all, but honestly, a little jalapeno is so good. So maybe I'll put in like 3/4 of it. And I did de-seed it, so it took out some of the heat, but it really does give a beautiful flavor. And I'm also gonna add in 1 whole diced red pepper. And again, this is to add some freshness, you know? Those chilies that you see where it's all canned goods, ugh, you know, you want to add in some freshness. Vegetables are good for you, so a red pepper is really nice. You can do a green pepper, whatever kind of pepper you got. And I'm going to let that get nice and a little bit of sauteed. And then it's kind of already crowded my pan, so once that this is done, I'm going to put it in a bowl and set it aside, and then I'm going to brown my turkey, my ground turkey. This is 1 pound of ground turkey, and I'm going to brown that. So those are the steps. I don't think you want to sit here and watch me do these things. It's very boring. I'm back. All right, my turkey is now browned. I'm going to turn back on this heat. Took a little break during the break, if you know what I'm saying. All right, turkey is browned, and now I'm gonna add in some other stuff. I'm gonna add in first some spices. I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of cumin. Stuff is always messy. So just like some spices, of course, add some flavor. You know, turkey doesn't have a lot of flavor, so this adds some really nice flavor. Teaspoon of cumin. Okay. Teaspoon of sage. I know you're like, sage in your chili? What? But turkey, remember Thanksgiving? Turkey and sage go really, really well together. And teaspoon of sage. And then I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of, this is chipotle chili powder. Now again, it's spicy, so you can add in as little or as much as you want. Add in less if you don't want it so spicy, you know? And I'm gonna mix this up. Okay. Oh, that already smells really, really good. And then I'm gonna add back in my vegetables, my roasted, well not roasted, sauteed vegetables. The onions, the garlic, the jalapenos, and the pepper. I'm gonna mix that together. And now I'm gonna be a very naughty girl. And I'm gonna add in 1 slice of bacon cooked. I know, don't give me that look. I said healthier chili, not non-fat chili. 1 piece of bacon, trust me, will add immense amount of flavor to your chili. Just 1 piece of bacon. Bacon goes a long way. So 1 piece of bacon that's already cooked, adding that in. You'll be amazed at what flavor that brings, just that 1 piece. Okay. Then I'm gonna add in, what is this? It's a 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes. This is organic, which is great. Why add in junk when you don't need it? Oh, this already looks so good. Okay, and then I'm gonna add in to thicken it a bit, a half a can, this is 6 ounces, so a half a can of this tomato paste. That's gonna thicken it up. And if you find that your chili is looking thin, you can always add more tomato paste. And you can also add a little flour if you wanted to make it a little bit thicker. So now what I'm gonna do is, oh, salt and pepper. Do not forget salt and pepper. Extremely important. You see in every chef's like, they didn't season it. Oh my God, it's terrible. So salt and pepper, as much or as little as you want. And what's nice is that you can taste it before you're gonna serve it again and see if it needs more salt and pepper. And then I'm gonna also add in, I forgot, my sambal oelek. This stuff's amazing. Sambal oelek, it's basically ground fresh chili paste, and I love it because it tastes a lot fresher than the dried stuff, even though I add the dried chili powder as well. This just gives it such an amazing flavor. And I'm gonna add in, I think I'm gonna add in, I don't know, I kind of want spicy. I'm gonna add in a teaspoon, and then I'm gonna taste it again in a little bit. And what's nice is that as you're cooking, you can add more of this. And also, like if you have, some friends want it spicier than others, what's nice is that you can separate it and add some of this in to their chili, and theirs will be spicier and they'll love you for it. Because you know, it's hard. Sometimes your guests, some of them don't like spicy, some do. So the sambal oelek is a nice way of making someone else's dish spicy. This is all mixing up nicely. Then I'm gonna also add in some barbecue sauce. This is Grandma Izetta's Yes. This is our brand of barbecue sauce, my husband and mine. It was his grandmother's recipe. So I'm gonna add in, and this is a thin sauce. So I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon. You do not have to add barbecue sauce. It's up to you. And then the other thing I'm gonna add in is, excuse me, my nose is itching. My nose always itches when I'm filming, and I also have to pee usually. Nerves? Anyways, I'm gonna add in a half a cup of wine, red wine. This is a Pinot Noir. Wine makes everything better. I've always said this, and it's true. Wine is not just for drinking. So this is not an expensive red. This is Redwood Creek. You don't need to buy expensive wine for cooking. And don't worry if you're going to serve it to kids, because the alcohol burns off when you're cooking. So there's no alcohol left in it, it just leaves flavor. And this just gives a richness and flavor, and also the sugars in the wine make it even more delicious. So I am going to let this do its thing for about, I'm going to put this down to low because it's already bubbling. Depending upon how your stove is, you can have it lightly bubble. And I'm going to let this do that for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to see how it is and see what else we need to do to it. All right, we'll be back. Okay, at this point, our chili has been cooking for about 10 minutes on medium-low. And this point, you want to try it? Yeah, try it. Eat it. We want to check to see if all the seasonings are right, if it's tasting yummy, what we need to do to it. So take a bite. Oh yeah. Woo! That's a slow build heat. I like it. Woo! Okay. Now I'm gonna add in this is about a 1/3 cup of fresh chopped cilantro. And you added it kind of late because obviously the fresh herbs, the more you cook them, the less fresh they taste. So I'm going to add them in now. That's about a 1/3 cup of cilantro. And then I'm going to add in 1 can of cannellini beans. These have been drained and rinsed. And taste, you could use any bean. Sorry, I went off track. Oh my God, I had such a blonde senior moment. I was like, what am I doing? Okay, so this is a can of cannellini beans. Again, you can use any kind of bean you want. You can use kidney beans, pinto beans, whatever you like. I'm adding that in. And then also gonna add in a little bit of lemon juice. What? Yes, it actually gives it a little bit of zip and brings out the acidity of the tomatoes. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of lemon juice. This is just probably the juice of like a 1/4 of a lemon. Add that in there. Stir it up. Now I can already tell that this is really, really thick. And depending on how thick you like your chili, you're gonna add in chicken broth. But I'm not gonna add in a lot because I like my chili thick. So I'm gonna add in about a 1/2 cup. And I'm gonna see how this looks. So I would just keep chicken broth aside and you can just judge how much you wanna add. So if your chili is too thick, you can thin it down with chicken broth. If it's too thin, then you can add a little bit of flour. You can add in some more tomato paste, and that will thicken it up. So at this point, right now, it looks pretty happy, and I'm pretty happy with it. I am gonna add in a tiny bit more salt. I'm gonna cover this and let this cook on very low for another 10 minutes so that all the flavors and things meld together. And then I'm gonna check it and see again the thickness and also the spiciness and to see if it needs what it needs. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. And also, at this time I'm gonna start doing my corn muffins. I'm gonna serve my chili with corn muffins. You could serve it with cornbread, or you could not. If you really wanna diet well, then don't serve any bread, okay? And serve it with like a little green salad on the side. So I'm gonna do that, get it ready, let this be happy, and we'll be back in a minute. Hi. It's been 10 minutes. My chili's been cooking on medium-low. I'm gonna check it. Wow, it looks really, really good. Now mine is really thick, so I think at this point I'm gonna add in a little bit more chicken broth. Actually, why not add a little more wine, right? I'm gonna add a little bit more wine, maybe like 1/4 cup. I'm gonna add in a little bit more chicken broth, probably another 1/4 to a 1/3 cup. Gonna mix this up. Okay. But it looks really good. It looks delicious. So I'm gonna taste it right now and see what it tastes like. It's a little hot. Really, really good. And the spice is perfect. Hopefully you'll get your spice perfect too. If you follow my instructions and you do like spicy, you'll love it. Otherwise, tone down the jalapeno and the chili powder a little bit and it'll be less spicy for you. So, I'm gonna cover this up. I am going to turn this off and let this just kind of zone out while I make my corn muffins. And when we're back, we will serve up our low, yeah, it is low fat, I guess, this is turkey. Our low fat chili. Bye. Voila, my chili is done. Oh, it looks so good. I served it in a little bowl, and on the side I have my little cornbread. Aren't these cute? They're like little madeleines. And I am going to put some fresh cilantro on mine to make it pretty and also to give it additional flavor. Now you can add cheese if you want, but I'm trying to be good, so I'm not gonna put cheese on it. Or you could add fresh avocado, which would be really delicious because avocado is very good for you. And then it becomes more of the California kind of chili. So I'm gonna go ahead and try my finished chili. It's really good. So much flavor, but also so satisfying, but not heavy, which is really nice. And you know, you think about chili and they always think about it in summertime at barbecues and things, and I actually love it in the winter because it is kind of like a stew. So enjoy it and try it and let me know how it goes. And if you want the recipe, go to ladiesinthepink.com. Bon appetit!